Oh, you
Part
mean about
4.
Memphis and yeah.
Part 4 of the November 18th edition of Full Court Press Basketball Debate. Chris Guyette here with Yvonne Juno. Let's start with our team, Yvonne. Despite the nice lead going into the fourth quarter, Pelicans drop one to Portland on the road. Before we get to the Pelicans, because they know we're Pelicans fans, they can probably predict our thoughts on the game if they saw anything to do with the game last night, even highlights, okay? Before we get to New Orleans, what won this game for Portland? Because we have to give credit where credit's due.
What won this game?
What won the game for Portland?
We decided not to play in the fourth quarter.
It's more than that.
No, come on.
It's more than that.
We decided not to play, and Portland decided that they were going to show us they were going to play till the buzzer went off.
How about Damian Lillard scoring 28?
Well,
I think that might have had a little something to do with it.
Well, of course. Lillard has made such an improvement since the beginning of the season.
Thank God, because he was horrible.
Well, yeah, he started the season off terrible.
Can't start any worse than he did, 3 for 18.
No. And I can't believe I'm saying this where it can be listened to by other people, but I'm going to give credit where credit is due. We gave them that last quarter.
In essence,
we not only we helped them win.
In essence, we gave them the game.
Yes.
Now,
we helped them win.
Yvonne,
I'm sitting here, I was screaming at the TV.
Your thoughts?
What happened?
Your thoughts on the Pelicans in this game overall?
I thought they were wonderful till the fourth quarter. They were wonderful. They were playing phenomenally. I don't know what happened. I was sitting here, and it was like I was looking at the buzzer went off, the fourth quarter started, and it was like it was a whole different ball game. I was frustrated. I was aggravated. I was confused. I didn't know what to think. Plus, add on top of that Portland never gave up. They never backed down. And when they saw the opportunity to strike, it was like, okay, you're going to sit on the sidelines? You think you got this one? Watch, let me show you. It was very, very upsetting and very frustrating as a Pelicans fan to watch this happen. We gave it to them.
My thoughts on the Pelicans in this game. You say we played well throughout.
We played a good game till the fourth quarter. Exceptional? No. But we were up.
You say we played well.
And winning.
You say we played well. We shot 45%, which is good. 5 of 19 from 3. First of all.
That's through the whole game? Or just till you get to the fourth quarter?
5 of 19.
Yeah, you're adding the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
What did we have before the fourth quarter?
I can't break it down like that.
I promise you it was a better stat than that.
Why are we shooting 19 3-pointers? We're not a 3-point shooting team.
No. I agree with you. I agree with you on that one 100%. I agree.
Of 19 on free throws.
No, that's inexcusable.
That's not the fourth quarter. That's the entire game.
That's inexcusable. You know what? Add that back in.
We still lose by 2. We still lose by 2. We made 38 shots in this game. We only had 16 assists. For the team that came in third in the league in assists per game.
Yeah, I know.
That's horrible. And as a team, we had 23 fouls in this game. from the field. So yeah, we were up in the scoring column. But honest to God, we did not play that fantastic of a game.
No, but we were playing a better game than when we got to the
There's no
fourth
doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. Now let me break this down. Oh boy. Into player stats. You want some scary stuff to look at? I'll give you some scary stuff.
No, I don't want to be scared. We've got tickets to go to 4 games. If I go to watch them getting massacred, because people are standing in the middle of the court trying to shoot three-point shots.
First of all, let's point out the fact that Omer Ashik did not play in this game. Okay, remember that. We did not have Ashik last night. Hopefully, dear God, he'll be back soon. Anthony Davis was absolutely outstanding, 31 and 11. Tyreek Evans, 38 minutes. 5 of 18.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Eric Gordon played well. 11 points on 4 of 6.
Yeah.
Here's the one that here's these two that just absolutely astound me. Drew Holiday.
Yeah, what happened?
39 minutes, 14 points, 5 of 19.
That's not even 1/3.
And this is probably the most disappointing of them all. Luke Babbitt. And I know that's not a household name around the NBA, but in New Orleans, it's become a household name.
Well, and we know what he can do.
He played 10 minutes last night, Yvonne. 10 minutes. 10 good minutes. He did not take a single shot.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
It's not that he didn't make a shot.
No, he didn't even
He
try.
didn't take one.
No, I don't understand.
You are out there to shoot the basketball.
Right,
Plain and simple.
right. Oh, we're in total agreement on all this.
I don't understand.
I don't understand.
All I know is they got Sacramento tonight. Okay? It's time to get it together, boys.
Last week they beat.
Cleveland!
Yeah.
And the Spurs!
Yep. Yep.
No, they didn't beat Cleveland. I'm sorry. They almost beat Cleveland.
No, but they beat the Spurs.
On the road.
On the road.
All I know is we got Sacramento tonight. In Sacramento, it's time to get it together. It's time to get it together. Dirk Nowitzki. Big congratulations to him. He now tops the international scoring list. International players have come in the NBA. They've been around for 40-plus years. We've had international players in the NBA.
Congratulations.
Dirk Nowitzki now tops the international scoring list and also made history last night, becoming the 4th player in NBA history to score 27,000 points with a single franchise. Look, he's not my favorite, okay? But,
Oh, no, but he's earned this.
but the respect
no.
I have for
There's
Dirk
nothing
Nowitzki.
we can say negatively about this.
I don't like his attitude. I
Well,
never
no,
have.
but his personality has nothing to do with this.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Absolutely unbelievable. Congratulations
Oh,
to a
absolutely. There's
fantastic
absolutely
player.
nothing negative
And
to
he's
say
one
about
of
this.
he's one of the very
And
few
he
players.
has earned this.
He's one of the very few players that I will say this about. Without him, the NBA would never be the same.
He has earned
He
this.
and Steve Nash, because many people don't know this, Steve Nash is not American. Steve Nash is from Canada.
Right.
Okay? Those two guys have just absolutely paved the way for international players.
Right. And Tony Parker's from France.
Tony Parker as well.
Right.
Look,
Yeah.
what can you say?
No, he's earned this.
What can you say?
And with the same team, thank you very much.
Right. What can you say?
I mean, this is not a team hopper.
Can we skip 22, please?
Yeah.
Okay. 23. Kobe, quote.
You need to tell everybody what 22
No,
was.
I'm not. It's about Derrick Rose. I don't want to talk
Okay.
about it. Kobe, quote. Extremely jealous of the Spurs' continuity.
That my heart goes out to him with this comment.
Your thoughts, Yvonne?
I heard about this comment. My heart breaks and goes out to him for making this comment, and I feel for him. I really do. That says a lot about how he's feeling, about his team, their performance, his productivity, and the fact this just breaks my heart. He's jealous of the Spurs' continuity.
Okay.
I mean, what else can you say?
Wait,
wants,
I can say
he
something else.
wants his team to be meshed and as yeah.
But who doesn't?
Yeah. But the fact that Kobe Bryant would go out on a limb and say it, come
As
on.
should every other elite player.
Oh, baby, but how many do you know that would make a comment like this?
But everybody wants what the Spurs have.
Come on.
Everybody wants it. Let's go back to last week when the Pelicans set 5-team records, because we didn't get a chance to talk about this, in a 139-91 rout of Minnesota. Yvonne, your thoughts on the Pelicans in this game?
What can I say after what we just got through saying about the Pelicans and their performance last night? Okay.
That we know what they're capable of?
Okay.
How about that?
Let's be perfectly honest.
Go ahead.
You're not going to compare Portland and Minnesota. Okay? Portland outranks Minnesota in every aspect of the game. Okay? That's not a fair comparison. I understand. But look at the point spread. Okay? No.
God, I didn't want you to say that.
What? Why?
Go ahead. Because I have positives and negatives about this Minnesota game.
Okay. Okay. And I can see how you could probably say that.
You don't know what I'm going to say.
Okay. But, baby, the difference between Minnesota and Portland.
That I give you. Okay? I'm not disputing that. But there are some things. The thing with this Minnesota game, okay? Credit. Shooting 66%. 130. Look! Great! But I don't want an expectation to be.
Oh, of course not.
created.
They can't score 139 points in every game.
But why?
Because not every team is Minnesota.
Go a little bit further. No Rubio.
Right.
No Thaddeus Young
Right.
in this game.
Right.
That's their two best players.
Of course.
Of course New Orleans is going to score 139.
Right.
So, New Orleans fans out there, because I know there are a lot now because of the way Anthony Davis has been performing, and everybody's watching him. The spotlight's on him. He's leading the MVP ladder. By the way, congratulations, AD. I don't want an expectation to be created out of this because, my God, it's 139 points is just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen.
Okay.
Now,
46 points higher
that's different.
than last night's
That's
game?
different.
Are you kidding me?
That's different.
First of all, Minnesota is still an NBA team, whether Rubio's playing or not.
But,
I understand you take Rubio out of the mix, you've got a really big hole to fill.
Rubio, Thaddeus Young. He's been
Okay,
the best
both
player.
of them. You got a big hole to fill. 46 points?
Against an elite team like Portland?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
there's not a whole lot to say about the comparison in the two games. Okay.
Next topic, and it's the last headline of the debate. Rudy Gay gets a 3-year.
I want to say one more thing before
Sure.
we finish about the Pelicans.
Sure.
If the Pelicans don't show up tonight against Sacramento,
Well, we'll talk about that. We still have to do pick'em.
oh my gosh,
still
I'm
have to
going to
do the
be
pick'em.
so upset.
We still have to do the pick'em.
All right.
Rudy Gay, speaking of Sacramento, gets a 3-year, $40 million extension with Sacramento. Yvonne,
Over
I ask
3
you.
years?
Yvonne, I ask you, is Rudy Gay worth it? Why or why not?
Over 3 years. What's he making now? A $40 million extension?
I think he only had 1 year left. I think he's in his
Yeah.
final year.
Yeah, he's worth it. Yeah,
He's very much worth it.
he's
And
worth
he's proven it this
Yeah.
season.
Yeah.
He's had 2 40-point games.
it. Yeah, he's worth it.
Oh, God.
They would be in trouble without him. Yeah.
All right.
That pretty much sums that up.
Get out.
We agree.
Get your record sheet out. I'm going to update you on the records. Remember when you started
we've
making
been
hash marks?
so long. Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Okay.
Positive. Because we still have this
While
fun
we're
little...
on the air?
Oh, well, of course. Because it can update these guys out here that might not have...
Okay. I thought we were going to do that after we discussed the grading.
No, we're going to do the grading in just a second.
All right. Oh no, I'm looking in the wrong place. Hang on, why didn't you tell me I was being crazy? It's in my folder. All right. Yeah, because I haven't brought it up to date. Okay.
Okay.
Atlantic Division in the East.
Okay. Toronto, right now, is 8-2.
All I want to know is how many wins.
Okay, 8-2.
Okay.
Brooklyn, 4-6.
They have not won another game since I did this last week.
Boston, 3-6.
Haven't won another game.
New York, 3-8. Philadelphia, 0-10.
Still with no wins.
Central, Chicago, 8-3. Cleveland, 5-4. Milwaukee, 5-5. Look out for them. Indiana, 4-7. And Detroit, 3-8. Southeast, Washington, 7-2. Atlanta, 5-4. Miami, 6-5. Orlando, 5-7.
Wow, 3 more wins.
Orlando's very much improved lately.
How many?
5-7.
All right.
Charlotte, 4-7. On to the West. Golden State in the Pacific, 8-2. Sacramento, 6-4. LA Clippers, 5-4. Phoenix, 6-5. LA Lakers, 1-9.
That just
Northwest.
kills me.
Northwest. Portland, 8-3. 4 more wins
Yeah.
than last week.
Yeah.
Utah in second place in this division at 4-7. Denver, 3-7. Oklahoma City, 3-8. Minnesota, 2-7.
No more wins, okay?
Southwest, Memphis, 10-1.
Wow. Okay.
Houston, 9-2. Dallas, 8-3. San Antonio, 6-4. New Orleans, 5-4. Last week, New Orleans was third in the division. We're now last.
Wonderful.
And just to play a little game that I like to do, if the playoffs started today
Oh, I hate when you do this.
in the East, the 1 seed Toronto would meet the 8 seed Orlando. The 2 seed Washington would meet the 7 seed Milwaukee. The 3 seed Chicago, you ready for this? Chicago would meet the 6 seed Miami. Oh, look at that. And the 4 seed Cleveland would meet the 5 seed Atlanta. In the West, the 1 seed Memphis would meet the 8 seed Clippers.
Wow.
How about that?
Wow.
That's why I like doing this. You ready for this one?
Wait. Why is Clippers the 8? Why is the Lakers not?
The Lakers are at the bottom of the West. They're last.
Oh, that's right.
You ready for this one?
Okay.
The 2 seed Houston would meet the 7 seed San Antonio.
Boy, that's a game I'd like to see.
The 3 seed Golden State would meet the 6 seed Sacramento. And the 4 seed Portland would meet the 5 seed Dallas.
That would be a good game, too.
A couple of interesting teams that are on the outside looking in right now. In the East, Brooklyn, Charlotte, Boston, all on the outside looking in. In the West, New Orleans is in that 9th spot, that dreaded 9th spot, right out of the playoffs. Phoenix would be out of the playoffs right now.
Now, this is all current as of today
Mhm.
after last night's games.
Right.
So New Orleans would not be in 9th place if they had won last night.
They'd be in the playoffs. See, you have to start talking about this kind of stuff because it matters. It matters. Divisional games and conference games, they have an effect on the playoffs.
They really blew it
They
last
matter.
night.
They matter.
They really, really blew it last night.
They matter.
And if they blow it tonight,
Oh, it's big. It's big if they blow it
that's
tonight.
a big.
It's big. It's a big game.
Okay. Wow.
Okay. So, the second to last thing we're going to do is a little something new. I have the top 11 players in the NBA as far as efficiency goes this season. We're going to take a look at each player, look at their stats, break them down just a little bit, and grade their season so far from A to F. Okay? We're going to start,
We're going to give them a letter grade?
from A to F.
Okay.
No plus, no minus, nothing like that.
All right.
We're going to start from the bottom up. Okay? Isaiah Thomas of Phoenix. 15.6 points per game, 4.3 assists, 2.3 rebounds, shooting 42.6% from the field and 89% relatively from the free throw line. What do you grade that and why?
The stats speak for themselves. You're not going to ask me why on every one. The stats, if I'm going to grade them according to their stats, the stats tell me
why are you grading them the way you are? See, for me, Isaiah Thomas would be a B.
That's what I would say.
But why are you giving him the B?
Because of his performance and the numbers. And he deserves it, and he's good.
Because he does this off the bench.
Right.
He doesn't even start,
Oh.
and he's putting up these
okay,
numbers.
I didn't know where you were going.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
If there's a reason beyond, tell us why.
Okay. A B.
Okay? I would give him a B because he does it off the bench.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
That's insane.
Right.
Sixth man of the year? Most definitely so far. Okay?
Okay.
Next, Stephen Curry. 24.8 points, 7.7 assists, 5.5 rebounds, 2.3 steals, shooting 49% from the field and 96% league high from the free throw line. Your grade for Curry and
A
why?
B.
A B.
A B. He's a starter. He's the top player on the team. Okay. Yeah, the stats are great, but they're supposed to be great.
Okay.
They're supposed to be great.
Okay.
He is the face of the team. He should be putting up these numbers, if not better. A B plus.
I give him an A. For one reason. For one reason. The percentages. 49% from the field? That's top 5 in the league. And he shoots a lot. That means he makes a lot of his shots. And the 96% from the free throw line. Oh
Yeah,
my
now
God.
that if it was
Come on.
if I was only basing it on that,
That's
I'd give him
nuts.
An A.
I give him an A. I get not an A plus,
Right.
but I give him an A.
Right.
That's great stats right there.
Right.
James Harden, 23.7 points, 6.9 assists, 6.5 rebounds, 1 block, and 1.7 steals per game, shooting 37.2% from the field. What do you grade?
You don't have his free throws on here.
Some players I don't, some players I did.
Okay. Most of these guys are going to get a B from me. I would say a B.
On Harden?
Yeah.
I
would
say
say a B.
I say a B. The field goal percentage has to improve.
Yeah.
37%.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
But I like the rebound.
Yeah.
6.5 rebounds a game for a shooting guard?
Yeah.
I like that. All around game. It's improving. You can see it. LaMarcus Aldridge, 21.9 points, 8 rebounds, 2.2 assists per game, and 1.2 blocks per game, shooting 46.2%. Great.
A.
An A? I agree. I agree.
Oh, God, yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. He doesn't excel at one particular thing that makes him fail at something else. He's an all-around
Right.
great player.
No. I have something in one right here.
Okay, an A.
I agree.
Better be taking an L, though.
Chris Bosh, 19.9 points, 8.7 rebounds, 2.9 assists, 1.4 steals, shooting 41.5% from the field and 81.3% from the free throw line. Your grade for Bosh?
A.
C.
No.
Yes, ma'am.
Why?
41%. It's inexcusable. You're a big man. You're supposed to shoot a higher percentage than 41%. Okay?
Okay, I'll give him a B, but I wouldn't go down to a C. Come
he
on.
needs to earn his
He's 81.3% at the free throw
Okay,
line.
great. But I need more than 20 points a game. You're earning $118 million right now.
You're not. His salary should not factor into this.
Sure it does.
We're going by stats here.
Exactly. Exactly.
No, you and I
Almost a
disagree.
B. Almost.
You know he's not my favorite, but I'm going to give a dog his due.
Dwayne Wade, 19.8 points, 3.5 rebounds, 6.4 assists, 1.2 steals, shooting 50.8% from the field. Your grade?
A B?
A.
No.
Yes, ma'am.
Come on, that's just because you like Dwayne
no.
so much.
51% is a career high shooting. 51%? That's second in the league. Only behind a big man.
Curry's got 49.1,
Okay?
and you gave him a B.
Okay.
Okay. You gave Dwayne an A because you like Dwayne
No.
so much.
No. Because I said from the very beginning he was going to have a breakout season. And he's proving me right.
Well, I'll be glad to see him back on the court.
Chris Paul, 17.3 points, 9.8 assists, 4.8 rebounds, 2.2 steals, shooting 47.9% from the field and 80% from the free throw line. Your grade?
I can't give Chris an A.
I give him a B.
I do too.
The scoring needs to be more than
Yep.
17. The defense is phenomenal, as it usually is. I'd like to see
Free
better
throws
than,
are good.
I'd like to see better than 80% though. He's usually somewhere around 85, 86. Okay, he needs to climb up, and he needs to get to the line more.
Yeah.
Okay. Anthony Davis, 25.2 points, 11.7 rebounds, 2.2 assists, 4 blocks, 2 steals per game, shooting 58% from the field. You're great. A plus. A plus, 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 plus. He's the MVP right now. Statistically, he is the MVP right now. Statistically. Unbelievable. Absolutely unfreaking real. Carmelo Anthony, 23.9 points, 5.7 rebounds, 3.6 assists, shooting 45.4% from the field, and 76.1% from the free throw line. You're great.
A.
A minus. A minus. 76%
With
from
what
the
he's
line.
got to work with?
76% from the line. That can be better. That can be better.
I give him an A.
That can be better. LeBron James, 27.1 points, 6.7 rebounds, 6.6 assists, 1.1 steals, shooting 48.6% from the field. You're great.
B.
His numbers are down.
Right now, based on those numbers, a B.
B plus. His numbers are down. His numbers are down. And Kobe Bryant, 27.3 points, leads the league, 5.2 rebounds, 3.8 assists, 1.5 steals, shooting 37.7% from the field and 77.8% from the free throw line.
Okay, his 37% needs to come up, but
But he shoots a lot.
But let's be perfectly honest, with the amount of times that man throws that ball, I give him an A.
Absolutely. Now, Yvonne Juno.
Would you stop saying my name so much?
Who is your MVP so far and why?
Very simple, without a shadow of a doubt, Anthony Davis.
Who's second?
Kobe?
Just for my own.
Kobe?
I agree.
Oh, you agree?
I agree.
Anthony
Completely.
Davis, without a shadow of a doubt.
Completely agree. Completely agree. And now, week 4 pick'em.
Oh, we're gonna put that on the air too?
Our favorite part.
Do we usually do that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. Week 4 pick'em. I've won the first 3 weeks.
Oh, you had to say
Oh
that.
yeah. Absolutely.
You had to say that.
Absolutely. I'm up by 11 games so far.
Okay, keep on.
Okay.
Keep on. That's gonna come back to haunt you.
Okay. 24.
Uh-huh.
All right. So
Keep on. I can't believe you did that.
only 4 games tonight, but they're all pretty big in their own certain way. Okay.
I'm gonna get you back.
All right. So first game at 6:30. The LA Lakers at Atlanta.
Are the lines up?
The lines are up for the entire week.
All right. Are we doing the whole week or just tonight?
The week.
We're
That's what
doing the whole week?
That's what we've been doing.
All right.
Your line for this game is 9 to Atlanta.
9.
9.
In Atlanta.
They're coming off a big loss to Cleveland, and the Lakers are trying to search for a win after 4 straight
Yeah,
losses.
no kidding. I gotta go with Atlanta. If I want to win, I gotta go with Atlanta. God, I hate to go against the Lakers. I really do. Are we gonna have a difference there? I'm going with Atlanta. I'm going with Atlanta. But I'm praying it's not 9.
I got the Lakers.
Are you serious?
Kyle Korver guarding Kobe Bryant? I don't think so. I don't even think so.
Okay.
New York at Milwaukee. New York comes in at 3-8. Milwaukee is 5-5. Your line to this game is 2 to Milwaukee. Milwaukee's coming off a win at Miami.
I know.
New York is coming off of a win at home against Denver.
Milwaukee's favored by how many?
2.
That's because they didn't know what to say.
But the
Man,
Knicks
I wish
have
they were
made
playing in Madison
the
Square
Knicks
Garden.
the Knicks have made a lineup change, Yvonne. Carmelo Anthony is starting at power forward tonight at the 4.
Okay.
Starting at the 3 is Tim Hardaway Jr.
Okay. Really?
Change for tonight.
You know, that might be really effective.
I got the Knicks.
That might be really effective. You just changed my mind.
I got the Knicks.
Okay. I do too. Optimistically.
I got the Knicks.
All right.
Coming off that win against Denver, and then I'd like to point something out just real quick. The Knicks, in their previous losses, lost to Atlanta by 7, to Atlanta by 6, Orlando by 2, Utah by 2. The gap got smaller and smaller
every
game, and eventually, boom, a 16-point win.
Yeah.
They look like they've got it right now. I'm going with momentum here. I've got the Knicks.
Well, after the discussion, let's see if it makes a difference.
Oklahoma City at Utah.
Utah.
Your line in this game is 3 to Utah.
Utah.
Utah is coming off of a loss at Toronto.
I don't
Oklahoma City is coming off of a loss at home against Houston.
Utah. I'm picking Utah. I don't want to, but I'm picking Utah. I told you, until Durant and Westbrook come back, at least one of them, especially not at home.
I'm going to take Utah.
Okay.
And now,
Oh.
New Orleans. Now I want you to understand how big of a game this is. New Orleans comes in at 5-4. Sacramento comes in at 6-4. I need you to understand how big of a game this is, Yvonne.
I know how big a game this is. This could set the tone.
No, it does more than that. Sacramento loses this game, they're 6-5. Pelicans win this, they're 6-4. The Pelicans move into the playoffs with a win tonight. Okay? I know it's early to be talking about the playoffs. It seems like it.
Yeah, but we have to think along those
Oh,
lines.
yeah. This shakes the standings. Okay? Your line in this game is 2.5 to Sacramento.
Oh, no, I'm going with New Orleans. New Orleans has got... I'm going with New Orleans because they've got to win this game.
New Orleans played last night. They have to travel. Sacramento has not played since Saturday.
What?
And it was at home in a win against San Antonio.
Oh, that's right. Sacramento beat San Antonio.
It's hard for me to pick New Orleans in this game.
I'm going with New Orleans only because, and I know I'm probably going to lose. Go with what your gut tells you, but I'm going. What?
I'm keeping the faith.
Okay,
I got
so
New
we
Orleans.
only have one difference.
I got New Orleans. Yeah, I've got
Okay.
the Lakers over Atlanta. Wednesday night. Oh, look at that first game.
Are we going to do the whole week?
Yes, we always do.
Yeah, but some of these games are going to be contingent
You say
upon
that.
what I
You
say.
say that every week, and I come here almost every day for something.
Okay, but we're televising what we're picking right now.
Okay.
All right?
Wednesday at 6 o'clock. San Antonio comes in at 6-4. Cleveland comes in at 5-4. Another huge game. Your line for this game is 2.5 to Cleveland.
And my pick's made. I'm going with San Antonio. I'm not going against San Antonio. Something's going to happen that's going to turn things around. I'm telling you.
I just don't think Cleveland has the continuity to beat a team like San Antonio.
I pick San Antonio. I don't care what the line
I got
says.
San Antonio.
And I'm picking Charlotte over Indiana.
Four
I
and
don't care what the line
four and
says.
7 Charlotte, 4 and 7 Indiana.
Yeah.
Your line is 2.5 to Charlotte.
Oh, I'm picking Charlotte anyway. I had already made up my mind.
No Michael Kidd Gilchrist in this game for Charlotte. That's big. And Indiana's coming off of a win at Chicago. And Charlotte just got blown out by Dallas. Ooh.
Well, that'll be our difference on that night.
No, I'm going to pick Charlotte.
Are you?
I'm going to pick Charlotte.
I'm going with Charlotte.
LA Clippers at Orlando.
It's not going to happen. As much as I want it to, it's not going to happen.
Clippers are coming off of a loss versus Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
And Orlando is coming off of a win at Detroit.
Yep. And they're in Orlando.
Your line is 5 to the Clippers.
What?
5 to Los Angeles.
That can't be right.
5 to Los Angeles.
How did they come up with that? You going with the Clippers?
They're going to destroy Orlando. Chris Paul is up against a rookie point guard.
Not if he
Elfrid
plays
Payton.
like he did last night.
I don't think that's going to happen. But Orlando doesn't have that shutdown defensive big man either. So Blake Griffin could have a big game.
Yeah, I know.
Who you got?
Clippers.
Okay.
I'm trying to keep the faith.
Boston at 3 and 6.
Oh, that's not
Philadelphia
even
still
funny.
searching for their first win.
Boston.
Your line is 5 to Boston.
It should be higher than that.
I'm going to pick Boston, but watch out.
And what makes you think the tide's going to change?
You might be shocked.
Because they're at home?
I don't know. You
Okay.
might be shocked. Biggest game of the night, probably. Dallas at Washington. Dallas is 8 and 3. Washington is 7 and 2. Dallas is currently on a 4-game win streak. Washington is currently on a 3-game win streak. It's the 3rd game in a row at home for Washington. Your line here is even.
Okay. Washington.
You got Washington?
Yeah. I got Washington. I got Washington.
Dallas.
Oh, that's our difference.
That's 1.
Yeah.
Milwaukee at 5 and 5. At Brooklyn. Milwaukee actually plays tonight against the Knicks, so we won't know how that comes out until, of course, later tonight.
Right.
Brooklyn has lost 4 straight, and your line in this game is 7 to Brooklyn.
Why?
That's
How did they come up with this?
That's a great question.
How did they come up with this? The only thing they've got going for them is home court advantage.
And Joe Johnson, that's about it.
How in the world did they come up with that? 7?
7 to Brooklyn.
Who'd you pick?
I got Brooklyn,
I got
but
Milwaukee.
not by 7.
I got Milwaukee. That's another difference.
Phoenix at Detroit. Phoenix comes in at 6 and 5. Detroit comes in at 3 and 8. Neither of these teams play tonight. So Phoenix is coming off of a very close win at Boston. And Detroit is coming off of a loss at home against Orlando. They've lost 2 straight.
Phoenix.
Your line in this game is 3 to Phoenix.
Phoenix.
I got Phoenix. Okay. Memphis at 10-1. At Toronto, 8-2. Neither of these teams play tonight. Memphis is on a
You do not have to elaborate.
4-game win streak.
I've got Memphis.
Toronto is coming off of a win against Utah.
I don't care. I've got Memphis.
Your line in this game is 2.5 to Toronto.
Really? I got Memphis. Who'd you pick?
Toronto.
Are you serious?
It ends here.
Okay.
It ends here.
Now that's another difference.
And if you're smart, you'll want Memphis to lose because that'll help New Orleans in the division.
Oh, well, now you tell me.
You gotta know this. Memphis is in our division.
I understand that. But I think they're going to win this game.
In Toronto? I don't know about that.
I do.
You think
Well,
you know?
That's a big we got, so far, 3 differences.
Here's an interesting one. The Knicks play tonight,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And they head to Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
Your line in this game is 3 to New York. Memphis is on a 5-game losing streak.
I don't care if they don't beat Minnesota.
The only thing that concerns me is that they travel. The Knicks are just not good on back-to-backs when they travel.
Okay. I've got New York.
God, I've got New York.
I think I've got New York because I want them to win
Me
so
too.
badly.
Me too. Oklahoma City at Denver.
Denver.
Your line in this game is 6 to Denver.
Denver.
And I've got Denver. And the LA Lakers at Houston.
Oh! In Houston!
Your line is 13 to Houston.
Of course it is. Do I do the smart thing or do I do what my heart says?
Girl, I got Houston. Please.
Me too. But I will be jumping up and down if the Lakers
Me too.
win.
Me too.
Okay.
Me too. Thursday night, 2 huge games.
Ooh.
The
Yep.
first one, LA Clippers at Miami. Do either of these teams play on Wednesday night? Yes, the Clippers are in Orlando, but they stay in the same state. They're just going a little
Okay.
further south to Miami. Okay, so it's not really traveling, if you know what I'm saying. They're driving an hour and a half down south, okay? Your line in this game is even.
Who'll still be out?
Well, I don't care who's out. Because Miami wins this game. They're deeper.
Yeah.
They're deeper than the Clippers.
Yeah.
They're at home. They're coming off of a huge road win against Brooklyn. They're getting
Yeah.
plenty of rest.
And
They won't have played since Monday.
Oh my gosh. And they're at home.
And they have a guy named Dwayne Wade.
Yeah.
That's the X
But will
factor.
Dwayne be back?
Yeah, he'll be back. He'll be back for the next game, they said. Especially now that you have 3 days of rest.
They said he might be back.
He's going to be back.
Do you think there's a possibility Miami will lose if Dwayne's not on the floor?
There's more of a possibility. I still think they win.
I got Miami.
Chicago at Sacramento. Your line for this game is 4 to Chicago.
With or without Rose, they can win without him. However, will that be the only person that's out?
If Powell comes back, we'll see.
You think Sacramento can win without both of them?
They stand a better chance. But again, you take Pau Gasol out, you put Taj Gibson in. I got Chicago.
Me too. No difference between us.
Friday. Orlando at Charlotte. Very interesting matchup here. Okay. 5-7 Orlando, 4-7 Charlotte. Orlando and Charlotte will have both played on Wednesday.
Yeah, I've got Charlotte.
I do as well. And your line in this game, by the way, is 5.5 to Charlotte.
I don't care what they said. I've got Charlotte.
Phoenix at
That's
Philadelphia.
not even worth discussing.
Your line is
Phoenix.
7.5 to Phoenix. And I've got Phoenix. Detroit at Atlanta. Your line is 7 to Atlanta. Yeah,
In
I like
Atlanta? Yeah.
I like Atlanta.
Yeah.
Milwaukee at Toronto.
Toronto.
Your line is 9 to Toronto. And I like Toronto in this game as well. Boston at Memphis.
Oh, woo!
Your line is
what did they say?
Your line is 8 to Memphis.
Yep.
Too much against too little.
San Antonio's the next one.
San Antonio at Minnesota, wherever it is. There it is. Your line is 11 to San Antonio.
Yep.
That's pretty damn obvious. Okay. Brooklyn at OKC with the way Brooklyn's been struggling. Okay, keep that in mind when I tell you that the line is just 2 to Brooklyn. Got news for you. I'm going upset. OKC over Brooklyn.
Mainly because they're at home.
And Brooklyn has been struggling.
Come on. You've got home court advantage here is going to make a big difference.
It does. OKC over Brooklyn. Upset pick.
I'm going Brooklyn. That's a difference.
Cleveland at Washington.
Washington.
Your line is 2.5 to Washington.
Washington. I see Washington beat the Cavs.
I see Washington winning for one reason. And only.
Because they're at home?
No.
Why?
LeBron James's kryptonite is Paul Pierce. Game over.
Right. He's always been
LeBron
intimidated by him.
James does not beat Paul Pierce.
No.
Game over.
Washington.
Washington.
That's what I've got too.
Lakers at Dallas.
Man, I hate going against the Lakers.
Your line is 9 to Dallas.
Yes, of course it is.
And I've got Dallas.
Me too. My heart says pick the Lakers.
New Orleans at Denver.
Oh, well, no matter what the line says, I'm still going to say New Orleans.
Your line is 3 to New Orleans.
Oh, good. I've got New Orleans.
I got Denver. I'm kidding.
Really?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh.
I'm kidding. It's not going to happen. I got
Okay.
New Orleans. Utah at Golden State.
Really? Are you kidding?
Your line
Golden State.
Your line is 10.
In Golden State?
Your line is 10 to Golden State.
Are you kidding? At Golden State?
And now,
Oh, wow.
Chicago at Portland.
Chicago at Portland. We don't know if we're going to have Rose and
Chicago will have played the night before as well.
in Portland.
Chicago will have played the night as well before
Okay.
as well,
Okay.
and will be traveling a state up. So it's not a far travel, but it is
Right,
a
but
travel.
it's still travel. And it's freezing where they are with the snow and stuff.
Pretty cold in Chicago too.
Yeah. What's the line?
Even.
Of course.
They're both 8 and
Because
3.
because they
How
don't
do you pick
finish.
that though?
You,
They have the same record. They're both 8 and 3.
how much rest is Portland going to get?
I think they play Wednesday. No, they don't.
No, they don't.
They will not have played since Monday.
Wow.
That's a big break right there.
That's a big. Well, and you know, a big break
Could
it
be good
can
or
be
bad.
bad or good. A 2-day break is one thing. You get
That's
rested.
a 4-day break
That's
right there.
4 days. You can get cold. You can get off the mark and you can get cold.
Chicago will have played the night before. It's probably safe to say they're going to beat Sacramento. Okay? They're going to have momentum. Ugh! That's tough. That is tough.
gonna have to go with Portland on this one.
Much
Home court
against,
advantage.
much against my better judgment. For now, I'm going to say Portland.
I'm saying Portland.
If Derrick Rose plays in this game, the whole game changes.
Oh, I agree. Much as I don't want to, I agree.
Right now, I'm taking
Okay.
Portland.
Now, if Chicago plays the night before and Derek plays, do you think there's a better chance that Derek will sit out again and not play against Sacramento, thinking that the team can pull off that win without him and save himself to play against
Yes.
Portland?
Yes.
And if the coach is smart, that's what he'll let him do.
Yes.
Okay, I'm trying to think like a coach here. Because that's the first game that Chicago will play. Yeah. That's the first game Chicago will play since last night. And they won without him last night against the Clippers.
Yep.
That means he's got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. 3 days if they don't make him play against Sacramento.
Right.
That's 3 days of rest, and then he's got to bust it against Portland.
Mhm.
Then I'll change my pick to Portland.
You mean to Chicago?
Yeah, to Chicago.
Saturday.
Over. We only have one difference for that night with Brooklyn and OKC. All right.
Saturday. Phoenix at Indiana. Will either of these teams have played? Phoenix is traveling from Philadelphia to Indiana. It's a bit of a drive. Your line for
Indiana's
this
got
game.
a 3-day rest.
Mhm. Your line for this game is 4.5 to Phoenix.
I was going to say Phoenix anyway. That'll be our difference. I'm going with Phoenix. I don't care if they are in Indiana.
Only because of that trio in the backcourt. I'm taking Phoenix.
Okay?
Miami at Orlando. Will either of these teams have played the night before? Orlando will have to travel home. Miami will have been off on Friday. Miami.
Yep.
The line is 6 to Miami as it is.
Yep.
Oh boy. Toronto at Cleveland. Both teams will have played the night before, and both teams have to travel.
What's the line?
Your line
Because I already have my pick.
is 2 to Cleveland.
That's because they didn't know what to say.
2 to Cleveland. And I agree.
I agree.
Cleveland's built to beat a team like Toronto.
And they're home.
If we flip the page.
I mean, I hate to keep saying home. Home court advantage means a lot sometimes.
Philadelphia at New York.
Oh, come on.
Please, dear God.
Please, Lord.
Your
If
line
New York
is-
does not beat Philadelphia.
Your line is 12 to New York.
Okay.
Dallas
Ooh.
at Houston.
Wow.
Dallas will have played the night before. Houston will have been off since Wednesday.
Okay. What's the line?
Your line is 3 to Houston. Dallas played the night before. At home against the Lakers, so they don't really have to travel. They're staying in the same state. Upset. I got Dallas.
I do too.
Upset.
I do too.
Sacramento at Minnesota.
Sacramento.
Let's see. Minnesota will have played the night before.
It doesn't matter. Sacramento. What's the line?
5 to Sacramento.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll take Sacramento.
Okay.
Washington at Milwaukee. Washington will have played. They both will have played the night before.
Right. What's the line saying? What's the
Your line is 4.5 to Washington.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take Washington. Brooklyn at San Antonio.
San Antonio.
Your line is 6 to San Antonio. And New Orleans at Utah.
New Orleans.
Your line is 2 to New Orleans.
Okay.
All I know is New Orleans
We
better
have
show
no
up.
differences.
No, we don't.
Okay.
Here we go. Sunday. LA Clippers at Memphis.
Memphis.
Your line is 4 to Memphis.
Memphis. I want the Clippers to win. Make sure you understand that. Do I think they will? No. Memphis. And the next one, I have no idea. I have no idea. If they were playing in Portland, I'd know what to say.
Los Angeles over Memphis. Upset.
Oh, okay.
Upset.
And the next one, I have no idea what to say.
Portland at Boston.
Yeah,
Your line is 5.5 to Portland.
okay. I'm picking Boston. That's my upset.
I got Portland.
Okay. I'm picking Boston.
Here's a good matchup. Charlotte at Miami. Your line is just 3 to Miami. It's a pretty good matchup right there.
Who's out?
Well, we won't know. That's a pretty good matchup right there. Miami's just too deep. Miami's just got too many players that can step in,
But we
And-
don't know about Dwayne.
even without him. Against Charlotte,
Baby, Charlotte's nothing to sneeze
they're
at.
nothing to
this year.
sneeze at. But against Miami, in Miami, I got Miami.
I'm going to pick Miami, but I reserve the right to change my mind if Dwayne's not playing.
Golden State at Oklahoma City.
Golden
Your line is
State.
4.5 to Golden State.
4.5. Are they kidding? Come on.
I got Golden State. And Denver at the Lakers. Your line is 2 to the Lakers.
They don't know what to say.
I do.
You pick the Lakers?
Absolutely. Absolutely. All
Baby, really?
absolutely.
I know Kobe's not going to lose in his own arena. Right?
Not against Denver. Against a formidable opponent, yes. Denver does not provide that formidable opponent.
Fine. We have two differences.
Yes, on that night. So,
Okay.
we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 differences this week. Well, 9 if you include last night.
Yeah, but we ended up with the same thing for
Right.
last night.
Right, so we have 7 more differences this
I
week.
mean, it doesn't make any difference about last night because we ended up with the
Right.
same thing.
Terrible.
We just flip-flopped.
Terrible.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that concludes this edition of Full Court Press Basketball Debate. For Yvonne Juno, I'm Chris Guyette. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see y'all next week.